Dan had a question. Dan asked, what if the wrist is out of range? What if I just can't get to that wrist? So I'm in my XR position, my opponent's got his hands on the mat. I just can't get to that far wrist. That's a very realistic possibility. And what's generally going to happen in a situation like that is that means your opponent's starting to move that direction, starting to spread out. So I mean by that, just stand on that. Here, Matt's got his hands on the mat. So if I can't reach his hand, it's probably because Matt's starting to lean a little too far that way. He might be thinking about running away from me. He might think about doing that bear crawl thing we looked at in the last technique. This is actually, even though I can't get to this sweep, it's not necessarily a bad position for me. So one of the things I can do, I can kind of bump Matt to see if he really wants to go that direction. If he doesn't, he's going to backpedal. So I'm going to go back into the sweep, right? Or I can grab that far wrist in the process and get my second sweep. If he really wants to go that direction, though, it's going to be very difficult to stop him if that momentum's kind of moving. So I'm actually going to pop up and attack this leg. Because all the way out here, Matt's taken his primary defense tools and moved them away from me. He's taken them all away from his lower body now. When he's straight up and down, you can get it work out here. When Matt's here, Matt can attack me. He can start pushing my hooks down. He can start peeling this X guard off. His hands are where he can use them to attack my body. As soon as he starts going this way, I know those tools aren't a big issue for me. So what I'm going to do here, when he starts to run, I'm just going to hop onto this leg. Just kind of rock this way. Keep this foot nice and tight off the mat here, and very gently on your partner, especially if you guys don't have experience with these knee bars. I'm just going to hug and stretch into this to get my knee bar. Okay. What's cool about this knee bar is it's pretty low effort because your opponent kind of runs right into it. Just by kind of running out of this X guard, he straightens his own leg for you. If I'm here and Matt's straight up and down, it's a lot of work to jump into this knee bar, start doing a lot, start climbing into it. As soon as he goes here, see how this leg's straight now? Straighten it for me. I just want to rock to the side, give myself a little bit of leverage, and start hugging it back. Okay. If you guys want to be really nasty, and I say this so that you guys know what a mean knee bar is, so you know where the line is. I can start coming underneath it here. Okay, this gives me a lot of power. If you do this, be very careful when you make this transition, because even just swimming this arm here, start to do this little bit of a reaping motion with your arm can cause some pain if your partner's not super flexible. So make sure if you do this, you understand it's a very powerful movement. You should exercise control, because a lot of people kind of dumb into this position. They don't realize how much leverage they have, and they hurt somebody because they don't know what they're doing. Here, just kind of bridge in, get my tap. One more time on that one, then we're going to add one more wrinkle to this. So I got my X guard. Matt started to run away. Boom, let's hop into it. I'm pinching my knees nice and tight. And I'm laying Matt over on his side here. Then from here, I was hugging it nice and deep. Bridging my hips into it here. Okay? Very simple knee bar. It's not complicated. If you guys have seen a knee bar, you should know how to do that. Who was here last week? Raise your hands for me. Okay. You guys were here last week. You guys are going to go from your butterfly half guard into this X guard sweep here. So Matt's going to underhook, controlling my head. Control. Matt's nice and tight here. He's keep me flat. So I'm in my half guard. Lace this foot in. I stretch this leg out. Stomp on the foot. Escape my hip. Point my toes. Set my butterfly hook in. Boom. So now from here, rock. Start sweeping. Matt opens up. Right, actually, he starts running away. Dive into my knee bar. Okay? If you were here last week, if you just looked at that one, I've never seen that before, don't drill it. Just do the first part. Okay?